Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. You can go ahead and take these two cards. And in case you guys subscribe, I upload many videos for Pisces and Virgo on Saturdays. Also, the deck that I'm using today is called the Ostara Tarot, and that's O-S-T-A-R-A. And as always, if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, the information is in the description below. Also, just as a final heads up, sometimes the cards like to flip over in the deck. I do see them. However, I only take cards that jump out like these ones have. And normally if they jump out in groups that are too big, I'll go ahead and put them back. But my goal is usually to get you guys 8 or 9 cards. So since we have 8, we can get started on your reading. I do want to let you guys know that if you enjoy the reading, or if it resonates, the best way to let me know is by leaving a like or a comment. Let me take these cards and put them a little further down. But your overall energy here is the 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles is actually a really great card to have, especially as your overall energy. So the 10 of Pentacles is what I like to call the happy home, happy wife card, right? Happy wife, happy life. That's the saying. I'm having a little hard time here communicating, and I think that you guys are too. I think that there's a lot of miscommunications that are happening right now. So I think that the best thing for you guys to do right now is to really take a moment back and sort of sort out your energy and your thoughts before you want to make a statement. Because I'm getting for sure that some of you either will or have already made statements that come off one way in your head and then come out a completely different way when you say them out loud. So be careful with that. But like I was saying, you have the 10 of Pentacles, which is a great card to have. 10 of Pentacles talks about happiness in the home, right? And that's sort of the ideal house, no matter what that house looks like to you, right? So some people's version of an ideal house could be like a white picket fence, a house, a partner, 2 kids, a dog, right? And then other people would prefer something like a condo downtown near the beach, right? Like, it's just all up to you, but that's the goal that you guys are actively working for. And I think that's a really good thing to have. It's very interesting here because we have the Hierophant here in reverse, and then we have the Death card. Now, the Hierophant in reverse, whenever I see that in that particular card in reverse, I always feel that there's sort of this rebellion against the status quo, right? It's very sort of like Aquarius energy for you guys. I think that you guys are trying to really try to pave your own path, because I think that for a lot of you guys, things have kind of been set in stone. Or rather, people have tried to tell you, like, hey, you need to do things this way, and hey, you should do things that way. And I think that you guys are really trying to come up with something that works a lot better for you, right? And I don't think that people have been very antagonistic about giving you ideas, but I feel like it gets overwhelming when people are constantly, like, either consciously or subconsciously telling you to do something, right? And you have the Death card here. So the Death card, to me, it feels like you guys are really going through some kind of expectation death, right? Because the Hierophant talks about traditions, and by extension, I feel it talks about those expectations that come with, traditions, right? Like I mentioned earlier, that sort of like the stereotype about the nuclear home unit, right? And if that isn't your ideal perfect home, like I was saying with the 10 of Pentacles here, then you should be allowed to go do whatever it is that you want, right? And that's why the Death card is here. I think that you guys should try to be careful with this Queen of Swords, because you have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Also, I just looked at the clock on the video, and it was at 4:44, so I highly recommend. Also, as I'm filming this, it's 1:44, so I think that you guys should really look up that number because I think it might be really relevant to you guys. I believe that has to do with stability, but I encourage you to do your own research on that. Just as it can be as easy as Googling like angel number 444. Either way, there's this Queen of Swords, and she's representative of air signs. So that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I feel like this person can be very toxic because we have the Devil card here. I do want to mention, just because now seems like a good time, we have the Death card and the Devil card. Those represent Scorpio and Capricorn, so you guys might be dealing with a Scorpio or Capricorn. If you're not, then that's not really a big deal, but if you are, just take that to be extra confirmation that this reading is for you. But like I was saying, this Devil card is always very interesting to me to look at the Devil cards, because from deck to deck, they'll focus on different aspects of the Devil. The Devil is very, very fleshed out, right? We have a lot of times the element of hypersexualization. We have a lot of times this sort of motif of feeling trapped. A lot of times we have addictions, and vices is another one that are represented by the Devil card. And then there's also just like sinister energy, right? And I feel like this person here is very overbearing. This almost feels like a mother figure to me, right? Because you have this this woman who is a queen, so she's a little bit higher up sometimes. And this to me sort of reeks of like, I have more power than you and I'm allowed to do whatever I want. So I know that this situation can be very difficult, but make sure that you are in a position where you're able to have a healthy family life, right? Because, you know, this person doesn't have to be necessarily a mother. It could be a mother figure, or even a sister, or even a man in your life. It just is someone here who is very much cold, calculating, a little condescending, right? That's the Swords energy in sort of the negative polarity. This person is very harsh with their words. They have a very sharp tongue, much like a sword. And I feel like they sort of pierce you with their words sometimes. And I feel like this person is the kind of person that will aim straight away at insecurities, right? Like you say something to this person and they immediately go for the jugular. I feel like they take everything like a challenge. Like you could say something like, wow, I want to be just like you when I grow up. And they could like say, oh, well, you'll never be like me because I'm the best. And you know, I feel like this person is very condescending, and all of that makes you feel trapped because you have this Devil card and you have the Eight of Swords, which also talks about being trapped. It's very interesting because I feel like this roadblock in particular, and like I was saying, like all this energy of feeling trapped, like you're being trapped over here as well. And you know, you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and this card in particular worries me because the Three of Pentacles is all about working together. So if this card is in reverse, this person really feels unreasonable. There's like somebody who is very stubborn and not in a good way. And they're not open to suggestions. They're not open to working together with you. And that's leading to this Sun card in reverse. And that's very unfortunate because the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. And to see it in reverse leads me to believe that you are feeling blocked. Like your happiness is blocked. And I feel like this person is kind of an obstacle here. And for some of you guys, this person might actually even be yourselves, especially if you have those heavy air placements. Because, you know, sometimes we make ourselves feel trapped in situations and we don't really allow ourselves to have that space and work on things. So this is a very difficult situation for a lot of you guys. And this situation is blocking here your ability to heal, because the Nine of Wands is all about healing, right? It's my Wounded Warrior card. It's very Chiron energy if you guys are into astrology. But usually when I see it, it's that you guys are really trying to heal some wounds here, but because it's in reverse, it feels like you don't even have like the time of day to worry about this. Like you're so preoccupied with whatever this energy that is blocking you that you know, you have these goals, but they're kind of further in the back. The good news is you have the death card here. So I'm seeing major transformation of some kind, either within this person that'll make them a little bit more reasonable, although I doubt it. But I do see transformation within you guys. That's going to put you in a better place where you're able to sort of be an equal to this person and no longer suffer under their reign of tyranny. I would consider talking to this person, trying to see if you can work something out, maybe get to a point where you have a healthier relationship with this person. But, you know, for sure, if you don't think that you can, like, act accordingly to your situation, because every situation is different. And I think that you guys know best with your own intuition. And I see the light at the end of the tunnel here with this Ten of Pentacles. So, you know, get the help that you need, use your resources that you have, and really try to better the situation as best you can. But I'm here to give you the reassurance that you're going to in the end. So that was your reading first time around, Pisces. I'm sorry it was a little bit, you know, a bit of a bummer, but if you guys enjoyed or if it resonated with you, please leave a like or a comment because it helps out the channel. And I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said, I upload my new Pisces videos on Saturdays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.